The first component that we'll examine in Domain 2, the classroom environment, is the component creating an environment of respect and rapport. An essential skill of teaching is that of managing relationships with students and ensuring that those relationships among students are positive and supportive. Teachers create an environment of respect and rapport in their classrooms by the ways that they interact with students and by the interaction they encourage and cultivate among students. An important aspect of respect and rapport relates to how the teacher responds to students and how students are permitted to treat one another. Patterns of interactions are critical to the overall tone of the class. It's the teacher's responsibility to both model and teach students how to engage in respectful interactions with one another. In a classroom environment of respect and rapport, one would observe the indicators shown here. Additional indicators include politeness and dignity, encouragement, active listening, and fairness. What does creating an environment of respect and rapport look like? In a classroom with an environment of respect and rapport, you would expect to see the teacher greeting students by name as they enter the class or during the lesson, the teacher getting on the same level with students, such as kneeling beside a student working at a desk, students attending to what the teacher is saying, students waiting for classmates to finish speaking before talking, students applauding politely following a classmate's presentation to the class, students helping each other and accepting help from each other, teacher and students using courtesies such as please, thank you, and excuse me. What does a classroom without an environment of respect and rapport look like? In a classroom where there is not an environment of respect and rapport, you might see the following: a student slumping in his or her chair following a comment by the teacher, students rolling their eyes at a classmate's idea, many students talking when the teacher and other students are talking, some students refusing to work with other students. An important aspect of respect and rapport relates to how the teacher responds to students and how students are permitted to treat one another. Patterns of interactions are critical to the overall tone of the class. In a respectful environment, all students feel valued and safe. This concludes the presentation, Creating an Environment of Respect and Rapport.